Well, man, is it busy out here this morning? Good God. Oh yeah, and I'm walking in the rain. A little bit of precipitation. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny, all these Michigan workers, you know, a little bit of precipitation, they got to huddle up in their little vehicles and, you know, wait it out or whatever. And I'm out here walking in this stuff, of course, against my better judgment because of knowing, you know, what goes on up here. Well, I might have to buy me a truck. Wow, boy, that is a... See, that's something to my liking right there. Get rid of all my belongings and hit the road. Yeah. Well, I still have more healing to do before I am fit to be behind the wheel of a vehicle. And it is once again due to issues with the dystonia and uncontrollable foot movements, toe movements. Makes it quite hazardous to be out on the road when, you know, you have impairments such as that. But once again, I am, you know, doing my best to, at this late age, going on 58 years old. But of course, you know, there's something within the mind that is ageless, unlike the body. Have you ever noticed that? You know, there's reality within that when they say, you know, that inner voice, you know, and that inner child. Do we ever age? Think about it. Your body's age. Your mind might age. But do your thoughts age? Or are you still childlike? Has your thoughts aged right along with your organic self? Mine hasn't. I'm still youthful, very youthful. And I'm trying to bring that back and instill and incorporate it into my physical being. Again, at this late age of this lifetime. And that is why, you know, once again, going back to this new subscriber and their content, it was, you know, brought to me for reasons and purposes. And there's probably information within that playlist that will help me in the long run. Man, it's wet out here. And it's kind of chilly. And yeah, I'm out here. Okay, dress shirt over a t-shirt. Seeing my breath. Oh, hopefully I didn't get that. Wow, no mail today. Gee whiz. I don't get mail at all anymore. Well, alright, we're back. I'm done talking. Oh, you guys want to see something really stupid? Look at this. So they're, you know, they just keep adding all this crap around here. And look at this. Oh yeah, that's gonna last for years and years, isn't it? Treated lumber. Well, I got evidence of their treated lumber with my balcony and how bad of shape that is. And it was only built like 40 years ago. You know? All their revamping around here is worthless. It's just stupid. But anyways, I'm done. Later. Well, hi there. I'm back. It is now currently 1:45 p.m. and we're gonna stop out here real quick and I'll kind of just get a little look around here. And oh my, there's a nice little yeah, some kind of cloud in there. Well, it's warming up rather nice out here. This is just started breaking through. Hold on. Where are you at? Can we hear him? No, he went on by. Don't know where he was. Okay. Anyways, let's go on back here real quick and look at this. Now, this is not supposed to be a sky observation video because we are just kind of continuing on with a little bit of the talking points as I was walking. Okay. And so therefore, on that point, or on that note, shall I say, even though it appears as though we could be seeing some colorations of some design, I would rather continue on with my talk because there's not really anything that I can show that I have not shown before. But there are things that I can share that I've never shared before. Okay, so as I was speaking earlier in my previous recording about my healing process and the transformation process over the last couple of years and so on and so forth, and like once again the healing to my body through this transformation process, through the awakening process, so on and so forth. And a lot of it has a lot of information comes through the tarot channels out there that has confirmed so many things. But it is, of course, with that information that connects, feels right, or otherwise resonates. Okay? And so when that happens, you start connecting with signs, you start connecting with symbols, numerology, and the repetitive numbers and the meanings thereof, because that ties once again in with the tarot. Okay? Connections, connecting the dots. Let's do a little bit more real quick because I just want to add this in so I can be done with it. Okay? Because this is once again more confirmations as far as I am concerned through information that has resonated with me randomly through different sources. All right? So I have brought forth links to different videos in order to basically reaffirm a lot of what I talk about and the talking points thereof. Okay, and I'm not just referring to just the tarot. I'm talking about all other sources because once again, everything is connected. You just have to figure out those connections, and of course, we are on the internet, formerly known as the World Wide Web. Okay, and that's important to me because I often, in my past content, have bring forth the symbologies of the web, and I have shown spider webs. You know, I give hints and clues throughout my content, and it always comes into the fruitions of reality. It plays out. And so, in the previous recording, I left a link pertaining to confirmations. Okay, now yesterday, I randomly clicked onto a video, and this card reader, she's something else, but then all card readers are very unique within themselves and of themselves, okay? I, once again, am a reader, but I don't, it's not a profession. I don't, it's just a natural ability, if you will. Okay, so getting back to this video that I watched just yesterday, which is through the channel, the Draconic Priestess. And once again, she's something else, and she does long videos. But I watched that video yesterday, and there was some things that really caught my attention. Okay, and I'm going to leave a link to today's video of hers that I just watched because it's a continuation from yesterday's content, and this is really trippy because she literally, well, literally in a figurative manner states my name in its entirety through these two readings. This is crazy, people, okay? But let me go into yesterday's video of hers to where at the beginning she brings up this factor of okay, she's given this reading. Well, I'm just gonna say, okay, to me, okay, and I'm going to just kind of view it and paraphrase this as a personal reading, but it was not, okay? Let me make that clear. It's just that this resonates enough to where I could visualize it as being a personalized reading. And this is why. And this is really crazy. Because she mentions, once again, I'm just paraphrasing, okay? Just play along. She mentions the person of which she is doing the reading for, basically, that she's connecting with, okay? This is how the story of the cards go. In which she states that this is someone that weaves, that somehow is involved in weaving. My last name is Weaver, like the weaver bird, and like what spiders do, they weave a web. Okay? But then shortly thereafter, as she's continuing on with her narration, she brings up the Morrigan, and this is spelled Morrigan. If you don't know what a Morrigan is, do a search and you'll find out. But then my first name is Morgan, Morgan. Okay? So basically, she said my first and last name there. Now, let's get into her content from today, in which she does, ready? A T reading. And how did I leave off on my previous video? T, which stands for trouble, which equals 27, right? Now get this. 27 minutes into today's video, this is crazy, she says another one of my very common phrases or mottos that typically I will put within my replies to comments made, and not necessarily within my video content of narrating. But I have in the past. That there's always a method to my madness. And those viewers out there that, interact with me, you know that I use this a lot. There's a method to my madness. 27 minutes into this video, what does she state? And I'm quoting her, so pardon the language. There's a method to your motherfucking madness, man. Okay? And later on, within the storyline that she is presenting in today's video content, here we go. As she's describing the person that she's connecting with through this reading, right? The main character, which, once again, I'm loosely taking as me because I am identifying this more so as a personal reading because of a lot of other information that I'm not going to discuss. And this is the same information that all of these other tarot card reading channels have been putting out there within this story or storyline, okay? But she ends up, and this is 38 minutes into today's video, she makes mention of sexual schmorgans, okay? Schmorgans. Morgan. Well, if you watch, you will understand why. And once again, I am just going to bring up the factor that, yes, my body has been going through physical transformations as well as my spirit, if you will. Okay? And I'm connecting more, it seems, with this universal consciousness of knowledge, because I'm making these connections with other sources out there that's bringing all this about, and man, there's a lot of it that certainly seems to be my story, my life. And and you have to also look at the readers themselves. Many of them carry tattoos. You know what I find to be a common tattoo amongst tarot card readers? That of a dragon. Whether serpent or otherwise. A dragon. And, and it's something else that she stated in yesterday's video. Well, she didn't state it. She mumbled. She just out of nowhere. Let's just say out of the blue. She mumbled Dragon Rider. You know? And so when you put everything together that I have just tried to explain, and you connect those dots, I mean, you should really start to see a picture formulate in connection to what I'm going through and what my content's all about, and I guess why. But anyways, I am going to leave off on that, and whether I do any sky observations today, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. Because I, once again, don't feel like showing. I feel like sharing. So, on that note, once again, take care. And we'll see you back here on the split side.